by that. So that's why if we need your help in June, and I don't mean to overemphasize that, but it's a possibility to get this going for all of our stakes. Yes?
That was one question I had. Since we are limiting this to Santa Barbara County, are you going to make it for the applicants that they're going to have to use, or they're going to be required to use local contractors?
There is an express requirement. We're encouraging the use of local contractors, and certainly our system is set up to be able to highlight local contractors in the system. But there is not a requirement to do so, and I'm not sure that we could have that requirement with respect to some of the funding, potential funding opportunities.
No, I don't think we're trying to ensure, maximize flexibility for the property owners themselves. It's our perspective that it's their money, and to the greatest extent possible, they should have choice, and that relates to who they choose to do their contractors. As long as you're a licensed contractor, we don't want to do too much more filtering beyond that.
And now you did talk about yesterday that the owner could be the owner builder.
Yes.
Not being a licensed contractor.
That's true. I didn't mention that. A couple things. We had a workshop yesterday, same workshop, about 85, 90 people at that one. A homeowner can do do-it-yourself improvements. The caveat being that they can't somehow catalog, create a labor cost associated with that. So labor is only reimbursable if it's done by licensed contractors that are in the program. And all of those labor costs are part of the financing package itself. So that's an exclusion, although property owners can do the work themselves. And the other thing that I didn't mention, I wanted to follow up on, is what are the rates? We're looking at interest rates between 6 and 7.5% for the program. And the rate will be determined by the source of the funding, the life of the assessments, the relative size of the improvement package. We aren't going to determine a specific rate until such time that we complete our legal review process and when we're ready to actually launch the application, because that interest rate, there is variability in the market. There could be financial options or financial sources that are available to us that we don't know about or haven't received at this point. So the program is designed to be able to shift provisions related to the rate and the type of financing and the term of the financing on a moment's notice. The Board of Supervisors will do reviews of those interest rates periodically, as well as our Debt Advisory Committee, based on my recommendations and Angie's recommendations. So that rate is a fixed rate, but it could go up in the future, it could go down in the future. We do offer, and this is a unique selling feature of the program as well, if we choose to lower the rates at some point in the program, we're going to pass on that lowered rate and grandfather any of the previous participants.
That's nice.
Your rate won't ever increase, it could only decrease. That's not to say that a participant may have a rate of 6% and somebody who started the program 2 years later may be at 7.5 or 7.25 or 7.75 or 8%. The interest rates at some point are going to begin to go up, but it's all contingent upon whatever that market competitive rate is at the time, and that'll be a fixed rate for the term chosen by the participant.
Now, do only pre-Title 24 houses qualify? Or say, for example, someone was buying a new house, but the new house was just basically built and they wanted solar, or they wanted a tankless water heater and they didn't get one?
The program does not apply to new construction, but if it's a new home that's purchased, if you can demonstrate that the package of improvements you're doing is going to result in a certain percentage of energy efficiency, then it qualifies. That's also the case if the home has been destroyed by fire, flood, etc. It qualifies under this program as a replacement home as well. So all of the structures destroyed by the fires in the area will qualify in this program, which in many cases is providing them just that extra gap of financing that isn't being covered by the insurance.
That's wonderful. That's really wonderful. I did pass around the Appendix A for you, which is the eligible improvements portion of the Empower SBC program report. If you haven't seen this, it's available online. Will it be attached to this website? But you can get it now from the, I have a few copies, but you can get it now from the County Board of Supervisors agenda website for the 13th. It's a wonderful read. And also the Municipal Energy Financing Program Analysis. This stuff is actually fairly complicated. I think it baffled our supervisors a little bit, the ones that bothered to read it. But it's unbelievably thorough and promises a great deal of stability. So please know that when we talk about custom tracking, this program can evolve and add new product lines. So if you have anything that you think will qualify, you just check it out with Angie and the other program administrators, and I'm sure that it will expand over time to include as the technology changes and everything else. These are not hard and fast. These are just our beginning template. Would that be correct? Which gives you guys a lot of latitude. It's sort of like when you bid something where it says, similar, or if you can come up with something better, please bring it to the county's attention, because this would not be their area of expertise, it would be yours. And that's what the public-private partnership piece is all about, correct? As far as the training aspect on this is concerned, we talked about HERS raters a little bit. You can't HERS rate yourself. Karen happens to be a HERS rater, so.
Actually, not anymore.
No, as a licensed contractor, you cannot HERS rate. However, if you know someone that's interested in that, if they would take a look at a website, which is www.cbpca-hers.org. That is the California Building Performance Contractors Association, and -hers.org. They show you the different training levels for the Energy Star training that's available. Supposedly, Greenbuild and Santa Barbara Contractors Association is supposed to be doing this, but I don't see it on anybody's agenda anywhere.
Right, so you have training coming up. I forget the date.
It's not scheduled yet that I can tell, but we'll get that information to you all. Also, there is an employment training panel grant of almost $600,000 for someone that wants to be HERS rated. However, as they have specified, and it's one of the things we talked about quite a bit, not everybody at this point has to have a HERS audit, especially the big commercial properties. They can do a lot of their work through PG&E and other assessment tools. In fact, I just want to let you know what some of the PG&E programs coming up are. There is one in Pismo Beach on the 19th of May from 8:30 to 9:30 in the morning. And it's at Steamers, which is a great location. You can look at the ocean. That's kind of nice.
What's that, Robin?
This is the California Advanced Houses Program, building towards zero net energy in residential new construction. But it's called California Advanced Homes Program. It's an hour and a half in the morning. The session is for anyone involved in design, construction, sales of energy-efficient homes, including builders, architects, mechanics, and contractors, energy analysts, and HERS raters. No fee for the program. If you want to know more about energy programs, this is the Fresno schedule, which is one of our closest locations that has a lot of comprehensive programs. So I'll pass this around for you too, and it also has the website for PG&E that will show you where all the classes are all over the state, so that you can get some of your training that way as well, which can be kind of helpful, I think, for everybody involved. And there's another piece that's kind of curious and sort of cool. I got really excited by it, and I didn't expect to be. There is I believe it's through Community Environmental Council, a program called Green Business, Santa Barbara County. And if you get a very ambitious commercial owner, a business owner that really, really wants to become certified as a green business, it's all kinds of cool little things they can do within the context of their business, not just your construction piece. But it's another thing you can bring to them, and it also has assessments tools available in it. In fact, the lady that runs it, Frances, she will come to your business and help you, walk you through and help connect you to PG&E or whatever utility company would be helpful to that particular client. So that's something I wanted to make you guys aware of too. It's probably not going to be something most of your commercial clients are interested in, but some of them will be, because it's actually kind of fun. So I've got some of the information about that here as well, if you'd like to see that. And their website, and I passed around the information on that, but that's